Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Professor Flowers, T. Wright, man, and 100% RC with us tonight on this stormy day. It literally rained all day until like 2 p.m. You know, we live in the South, so we get this terrible weather this time of year, tornadoes. Woke up to a tornado siren. I thought it was a flood warning. Cause my wife, she got up and started getting the kids. I'm like, yo, what you doing? Like, what's all this commotion here? I'm trying to sleep. And I was like, it's just a flash warning. She's like, no, look at your phone. And I seen the tornado warning. I'm like, oh, shoot. 4 o'clock in the morning, guys.
Lord would have just take me.
Hey, you say you remain in bed, huh? Trying to get some sleep.
Nah, I would have been up.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago, I said, Lord would have take me because I've been there, got off at 12 o'clock.
You mean tell me being the house is on fire, you just laying there, what's all this commotion?
Man, I'm half asleep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I gotta be up in an hour or so. Man, to be honest, I put him in at work at 5. I said bump that. I ain't go into like 6:45. So I need my sleep, man.
You just do what you want up there, huh?
Yeah, man. RC know how I roll. He see me come and go.
I'm telling you what, we gotta long we get the job done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, long we get the job done. Hey, T. Wright, just like it Hibbits, don't miss a beat.
You ain't do nothing at Hibbits, man.
Man, shoot, I got it from you.
Nah, it's crazy.
Man, guys, T. Wright be gone for 40 minutes in the bathroom. I'm waiting my turn to get in there. I'm waiting my so I take my 40.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So man, Dustin gonna be in shortly. Thank y'all for tuning in, like and subscribe, man. Share with family and friends. We appreciate the support. So let's dive into the basketball. Like I said, Dustin gonna be in a few minutes. So the Nuggets, man, they have came back to life. They tied the series up 2-2. And you know, Anthony Edwards, all he could say was that ninja Aaron Gordon. He tired of him. He tired of him, man. Who would have thought Aaron Gordon would explode for a game like that yesterday? So RC, are the Nuggets back to life?
Yeah, they flexed their championship muscle. I was impressed. I was not shocked. I knew they would respond. I knew they would get one. Minnesota's now pressure's on them because now you're gonna. I think Denver's finding their footing. And the one thing I like is how the Joker responded after all the, everybody questioned if he should be the 3-time MVP. He responded like an MVP should, and I feel like he showed everybody why he's the best player in the league. And then Jamal Murray showed up, and then Minnesota looked like Minnesota of old. But I believe it'll go 7. I believe it's going to be a competitive series. They will compete, but I'm not shocked. The Nuggets are, they got a heart of a champion. They ain't going quiet.
Right. Dustin Bishop, late as usual, looking like Tyrese Halliburton over there. What is that you have on?
Oh, this man,
you a furry?
You must
They ain't gonna throw somebody under the bus, bro. Oh,
let me tell you
tell me something,
man. Every girl that see this hoodie be like, "Yo, it looks so cozy." I'd be like,
"Oh,
yeah.
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they trying to snuggle up on it. Okay, I see."
That man called you Tyrese Halliburton, man.
Hey, girls in my class be like, "Let me borrow your hoodie, Dusty."
Okay. No, we just call those snuggies.
Well, you know all about that, huh?
All right, let's go ahead and get back on topic. Let's go ahead and get back on topic.
You like convicts, huh?
Hey, come on, man. Hey, we back on topic now. We back on topic.
Oh, you want to on
topic? All right, Dustin, you see the Nuggets come back and get this dub. They tie the series up 2-2. What have the Nuggets done differently than we saw in the previous first two games?
I mean, they're dealing with the pressure way better. Jamal Murray, I mean, he's played well, but but the difference last game was Aaron Gordon really. Like if Aaron Gordon dropped 27 and Cat only scored 13 or 14, that's not gonna work. Like they can, it's gonna be a tough series. I mean, they're gonna have to play the type of defense they played that first half of game 2. Also, I mean, Cat gotta give you more than 14 and 12. He gotta give you 25. Especially if Ant got 40. Man, you gotta get 25 at least. And then, from the road, Naz Reid, he needs to at least be around 15. But if they're not stepping up and Aaron Gordon dropped 27, it's not gonna work.
Right, because we saw from the rest of the team, Mike Conley outscoring Cat. That's a problem with 15 points.
Yeah,
I mean, the points should be coming from Mike Conley like that, and the bench was a no-show. What bench, right? Alexander Walker 2 points, Reed 11, Anderson 0. He only played 6 minutes, but to your right, man, what can Minnesota do to get back on track? We saw that Rudy Gobert got the Defensive Player of the Year award. Now people tell him that he should just leave, go back on, go on maternity. They say that man should go on maternity leave.
Sure, yeah. Go be with your baby.
Go be with your baby.
I think all right. I think it's just the bench didn't show up for him. Like you said, they only had 13 bench points. I think that's what killed him. I think Rudy can hurt you sometimes offensively because he's kind of in the way. Mm-hmm. He gives you almost nothing on offense. If he's not rolling to the basket, he's just there. Right. I think Denver is taking advantage of that.
Mm-hmm. Flowers, who you think gonna edge out the series? We had Barkley called that the Nuggets was gonna get swept, but we see the Nuggets are fighting back. Who do you think gonna edge it out?
It's kind of hard to say right now. I think whoever wins Game 5 is probably gonna be the winner of the series. I think Minnesota's gonna play better. Now they're gonna have to make some better adjustments. Gobert is messing up the spacing on the floor. Karl-Anthony Towns can't guard Aaron Gordon. So that back door has been open. And if Karl-Anthony Towns is going to go 5 for 18, they're not going to win. He's going to have to give them 20 plus. They're going to have to get somebody's going to have to give them a consistent 20 other than Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is going to give you 30 to 40 on any given night. That's a guarantee. But if Karl-Anthony Towns can't give you 20, 25, they're going to hurt. Like I say, the main thing is I think Gobert is the big problem. And I think they're exposing that. Like Dustin and Tyler said, I think they're exposing Gobert in the spacing. Gobert is becoming a liability. And maybe they probably need to look at lessening his minutes for this series It shouldn't matter that they paying him, $200 million. Hell, if it's not working, it's not working. You gotta do what's best for the team, and they need better spacing on the floor so they can get better shots.
I agree with everything you said.
You
Go
get
ahead,
better spacing if Cat take his big ass down there and post up Aaron Gordon. It can't. We've seen Cat in college with his back to the basket. He's a problem. So start on the block. Anthony Davis and I'm gonna call him Cat Williams. Them two
That's
guys,
Big Purr.
man, they give you glimpses of what they can be. Work the 15 to 17 foot, and then go out there. But no, he won't start the game out there. Then he shoots it and he holds it like that every time. Like, yeah, I mean, I hate watching him play basketball. He's too damn tall to be on the perimeter. Take your big ass down there and post up Aaron Gordon, get him in foul trouble, then walk back out there. I mean, but to start the game out there shooting threes, too perimeter oriented. And Jokic is showing you, like, the Joker said, over the right shoulder, over the left shoulder, drive to the basket, man rolling in front of me, pack. He giving you the whole package.
Right.
At 0 miles per hour. He ain't going bad with shit.
He talking about they gonna need another Jokic on team to help out, but nah, he doing it. He doing it all himself. And I think the Nuggets was really just filling the two moves to see how they gonna play them.
Let me say
they made it the right adjustments.
Are they true? I mean, I know Jokic is all world, but I feel like they made him work better. They made him work in the first two games. The last two games, I feel like the shit was effortless for Jokic.
Right. Because we saw when Jokic was playing against AD was making him work. That's why the Lakers was in the lead at the time, because they were putting pressure on the Nuggets like that. And then when they stopped putting pressure on Jokic, the whole game changed. So obvious thing is to put pressure on Jokic, continue to do what they did in the first two games, and you see better results. Most unknown said Rui didn't play bad though. I get it though. They can benefit by starting Naz Reid. There's no player that can stop Jokic one-on-one. Put multiple bodies on him. Cats need to step it up.
My thing,
I like Naz Reid in the game a little bit more, to be honest.
But that's who you taking out of the lineup? You putting in Naz Reid though?
I mean, you put Naz Reid in and you lessen Gobert minutes. When Gobert is in the game and Karl Anthony Towns in the game, if Towns is not hitting shots matching what Jokic is doing, because they got Gobert on Jokic one-on-one, and he's giving it to him. So if Karl Anthony Towns cannot match that, they're not going to win, especially with that spacing. I said they have to be able to benefit for both of them big guys being on the floor. And if Gobert's going one-on-one with Jokic and Karl Anthony Towns can't deliver on the other end, what's the point?
But look, on paper, they don't match up. On paper,
horrible.
On paper, they don't match up. It's just the Nuggets are banged up. Most everybody got some type of nagging injury. Jamal hasn't been playing, but we ain't even talking about Michael Porter. It's like they don't match up. They don't got enough scoring. They got enough defense, but they don't got enough scoring. Minnesota don't have enough scoring. They need a third scorer. They don't need just Cat. They need a third guy that consistently hit 20 or 17 every night in this series.
You put Nas in, the spacing becomes, but Nas can shoot the three ball also. So the spacing will be better. They're just opening the floor more for Anthony Edwards for a kick out or something. It's something they have to change something, because obviously Denver has made the adjustment with Gobert and Towns on the floor. They're capitalizing off of it. So there has to be a cross man. There has to be a cross somewhere in this. They gotta figure it out.
Better shot selection for sure.
I think not Gobert. Joker is he's kind of unguardable one-on-one. So you got to kind of pick your poison. You got to either live with him scoring or him facilitating. So if you play on one-on-one, I feel like that's you living with him scoring. So you can't have Aaron Gordon scoring 30 if you're gonna play Joker one-on-one. That can't happen.
Karl Anthony Towns every time.
Right. I don't know how he got 30. If y'all all playing straight up defense one-on-one, no help, I don't understand how he get 30.
Well, they gave him some easy baskets. They gave him easy drives.
Aaron Gordon was a first-round pick. He was a top guy in Orlando. They forgot about me. He reintroduced himself. He's like, hey, don't forget about me, man. And he can shoot now.
He went 11 for 12, man.
A lot of them the shots.
Mhm.
Just cutting back door Jokic.
Yep.
Flicking it behind the head because Aaron Gordon beat Karl Anthony Towns, off a cut. And he got a slam dunk. It's levels to it.
I don't want to say
give
this.
credit for the passes.
I want to say this about the Anthony Edwards Michael Jordan comparison. I was talking to a partner of mine the other day. I said, man, every time they put that Jordan energy on somebody, unless it was Kobe, they can't sustain it because they're going to scrutinize, critique every little thing. This kid is not Michael Jordan. This kid is Anthony Edwards. Michael Jordan didn't take that many perimeter jumpers, threes, and he didn't handle the ball as well as this kid. This kid is Anthony Edwards. And I hope he don't embrace any of that because Harold Miner, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, all of them had that put on them, and it goes away. He just need to keep tapping into who he is because, if he lose all his hair right down today, he ain't Michael Jordan.
Rudy Gobert came out and said this. He said, if Gordon turns into Kobe Bryant, we just got to live with that.
Hey, man.
You gotta
live with Jokic, being Jokic, but you can't live with Aaron Gordon dropping down there 30 points.
You're gonna be at home with the crib with your baby if Aaron Gordon turn the Kobe.
We need Gobert to at least be Brad Miller. He got to be Brad Miller.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
At least Brad Miller, a nice jumper.
Yeah, exactly. Brad Miller. My goodness, man. You don't need a quote like that. Y'all just need to figure out how to stop Aaron Gordon, man. Because we already know where Aaron Gordon gets points from.
Yeah, history shows, if Aaron Gordon have a big game,
they're going to win.
You see the Nuggets win. 99% of the time they win if Aaron Gordon have a big game.
T. Wright got a hater in the chat. He said, T. Wright, you're screwed for real. Oh, man. Shots fired, bro. We got hate in the comment already. Early in the show, guys. We just getting cooked. We just getting started. Nah, that was T-Gat, guys.
That man can't guard me, Ben.
Hey, that would you can tell me the Cleveland Browns playing the Cowboys week 1, that's going to be.
Nah, he not. What are you talking about? See, he's not a Browns fan. He's a Texans fan now. He was just proud.
Wait a minute. What happened?
What do you mean? What happened? He saw what the Texans did last year. He jumped ship.
I need to hear from him. He need to come on the show. I got to hear from him. I can't. Ben throw y'all under the bus. After he throw you under the bus, he run over you. Then he back up. I ain't got time. Gatwood, if this true, come on the show. Gatwood, explain this.
He just put it in chat. He put it in chat. He said Texans and the Sean fan. I still don't get the Sean fan part.
I put it like this:
we're gonna leave that where it's at, Ben.
If I was ever to choose a life of crime, Ben would not be my accomplice. He don't
kill everything.
No,
look.
No, I'm ride or die.
Hey, Ben gonna be in the interrogation room eating chicken.
You got some Kool-Aid too? No, man.
Mr. Reynolds, we ain't want to know all that. I mean,
we ain't know. Oh my goodness. Most unknown said, hold on, let me read Randy chat. He said Gatwood is a Rockets fan, more specifically a Harden fan. Nah, Randy, he grew up in Houston, so we give him that one. Most unknown said, put more pressure on Aaron Gordon, make sure MPJ don't get hot. Cat needs to bang in the post. Everybody talking about Rudy like it's his fault. Cat too skillful to be playing like that. Man, all them guys, most big men that have that mid-range jump shot and that can also shoot threes, they play soft like that anyway.
He can't play in the post with Rudy in the game anyway.
I'm saying it's the spacing. Like if Cat posting up, where's Gobert gonna be? He ain't gonna be standing on 3-point
in the way.
Rudy that guy in every sport that get in your way. Like, say for instance, you got the ball in basketball, you cut in front of you, you got 4 people in one spot. And then in football, you hit the hole, and then he's blocking his man past the hole. You didn't hit the hole. He's blocking his man into you. That's Rudy. He's always in the way. So, I mean, here not there. That was a bad pickup. They did not need Rudy Gobert.
If Karl Anthony Towns get them 10 more points, they win the game.
Yeah,
that's it.
It still won a bad loss. I mean, it won a bad loss yesterday.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
it's just, like I said, Karl Anthony Towns got to deliver, man. You
Brother,
can't
listen,
be 5-18 in Minnesota and at
they're
home.
not
No
they're
excuse.
not beating Denver in Denver again.
It's probably over. Probably over in 7.
They beat Denver. They might lose tomorrow night and then win back home, but they're not winning in Denver ever again. It's over.
Well, the Pacers, they took down the Knicks 121-89. The series is tied 2-2. Flowers. Do the Pacers have the Knicks reeling?
They do. They really do, man. OG Anunoby, man, is sorely missed right now. Even though I'm thinking New York probably will win Game 5, I'm thinking that since they'll be at home. But man, Indiana like they starting to like they did earlier in the season when Halliburton was healthy. Man, they're running people up and down the court. I'm just fearful of the Knicks, man. Does Bronson, is he healthy enough? Because he got banged up. Can they keep it up? DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and these guys, man, they're banged up pretty bad, man. And like I said, earlier before this series started, Indiana was deep. And I think they played damn near 10 people. So, I think they put Naismith on Brunson. They kind of slowed him down a little bit. So I'm quite sure Carlisle will go with that again to try to slow Brunson down. But Brunson's going to have a 30, 40-point game, and they're going to have to get some help from DiVincenzo and Josh Hart, be able to, keep with the Pacers because you can't run with those guys. I'm thinking the Pacers probably going to win this series.
Oh, wow.
Just because they lost. I just don't know if Brunson and company, man, they're playing 40 plus minutes a night, man, and this is a long series, man. I just
they
don't
look
know.
Gassed.
They're gassed.
How long OG out?
He pulled his hamstring, so who knows?
That's a couple weeks.
And he did that dunking in the third quarter, and once you see it, you're just like, oh shit, he probably out for the rest of the series. He's not coming back. That's a big loss, man. Like if OG's playing, the Knicks win this in 6. But them losing OG Anunoby and they're missing Robinson, they're missing Bogdanovich and all these other guys, man. It's starting to show its ugly head, man.
RC, do you like the Knicks' chances of winning the series?
So every time Thibodeau is coaching a team, they ran into the ground.
Yep.
I mean, at some point, somebody needs to say it. Kendrick Perkins and Shannon Sharpe is always fumbling over his words. Maybe I should have said it the other way around because both of them sound like their tongue's too big for their mouth. They always never talk about Thibodeau and how he run his players in the ground. Brunson looked like he'd been through a car wash without being in the car. Like he walked through it. You look at Josh Hart playing all them damn minutes. I don't understand Tibbs. His teams are built for the regular season, but they're not built for the marathon. It's like just a sprint, and they run. Everybody's hurt. How does everybody hurt? And he's standing over there looking like he tired himself. And it's just, man, it's an embarrassment of riches how many players he's ran into the ground. Even when he had Jimmy Butler, he played him the same way.
Yeah.
And so at some point,
well, now he have guys that are hurt, so his bench is not as deep anymore.
But he's playing them too many minutes, man. He plays them.
I mean,
what's the point of playing Josh Hart in 2 games, 90 minutes, and Josh Hart is bragging about it? Dog, you need a break. And then Duke McBride and other guys, they need them guys. Let them guys play, man. And then
let them play 10 minutes.
Who is Bronson's backup?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you either.
They traded Barry.
That's a very good question.
For OG Anunoby, so
you gotta understand something, man. Like at some point, I don't wish this on him. When he goes down in Philadelphia with the foot injury, I'm like, at some point, this ends, and it ends tragically because they're running out of gas and they don't have they're not big guys. They're not just explosive guys. He does a lot of damage in the paint, so he getting hit a lot. But it's hard to watch because you know those guys are banged up and you know why.
You got that right. Dustin, if the Pacers win this series, you think they can make it to the finals? Think they have enough?
They got a chance, man. Boston scared me, man. Like they so consistent. Like this game was actually a close game without Donovan Mitchell. That's crazy. that is crazy. Like, so I don't, man. Boston, I don't know. They scare me. Like, if any team was to get like completely upset, it'll be them for 100% for sure.
Let
Yeah,
me say something.
It was gonna be an easy win.
Yeah, go ahead, Flowers.
If my mind serves me correct, I think Indiana gave Boston a lot of damn trouble in the regular season.
Did they beat them? Did they beat them in that in-season tournament? Did they? I don't remember.
I know they beat somebody. They might be Milwaukee. They beat Boston.
Yeah, I think it was the Bucks. They beat them.
You're right.
To move on. Yeah.
When I was gambling earlier with the NBA on underdog before we got taken away, like I said before, Halliburton got hurt. They were giving Boston problems, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Carlisle's led team, though. He just like Spo. If his teams are healthy at this time of the year, they're gonna fight. They're gonna scrap.
Muscle No said Knicks had a good run, but it might be over. Mitchell Robinson out, Julius Randle, OG, and Bogdan. What's it? How you say his name?
Bogdanovich.
Yeah, he's out. Tibbs has a history of running players down. He's the reason D Rose got hurt multiple times.
Yep.
But
Gibbs
there's one guy on that list that he take off. That damn Julius Randle. They ain't missed him. Don't make him feel like he's been missed. They didn't get his ass out there. They don't miss him.
It would help though, just to have that.
Yeah, but they wouldn't look the same, Flower. They move the ball when he ain't there.
They look pretty good though when he was playing with them though, bro. I do have to say that I mean, now when he come to playoff Julius Randle, we might we have different.
It might be different.
They need another scorer though.
They need Julius Randle right now.
They need another scorer for sure.
Yeah. Well, I had the Knicks making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but I don't know now. They looking dog tired, bro. They looking tired.
You see that picture of Jalen Brunson at the press conference?
I didn't see it. What? They should have sent it to him.
Bro, he looked homeless.
Hey man,
this bro.
Yeah, real time. They got nothing. Knicks got nothing to be ashamed of, man. They exceeded expectations.
For sure.
They can make
Jalen Brunson balled his tail off.
It's unfortunate though. They should beat the Pacers. If they healthy and Tibbs don't run them into the ground, they should beat the Pacers for sure.
Yeah, if they healthy, they beat the Pacers. No doubt.
Right.
Because they're tougher than them.
Right. And the Pacers play no defense.
Right.
No. And that's gonna be that downfall if they make it to the Celtics. Okay, you have to play some defense against those guys. May gotta make Tatum work, man. You can't give him free shots.
Man, shoot,
it's gonna be easy.
Bro,
between the legs, step back three.
Every time.
I hate watching him play, bro. Oh my god.
The most unknown said Tibbs is like a football coach that make running back run the ball 500 times per season and wonder why his running back has ACL problems. Yup. Well, today the Celtics beat the Cavs 109-102. Donovan Mitchell was out today again. So that's pretty much a wrap with that series. And the Mavericks are beating the Thunder 22-12. Right now, the Mavericks lead the series 2-1. I just like the Mavericks overall. Is they play, to me, they have a little bit better chemistry and on how they move the ball around and get Kyrie involved and get the other guys going. With the Thunder, I feel like they settle too much, man. They got too much going to settle for.
They babies.
Wherever. Yeah.
They gonna be ready in a few years. They might be ready next year.
Yeah.
Right. God, we already know SGA is a top player already.
I think the Mavericks
win championship. Man, he may not have another chance to. It's gonna be tough for him to win it again. I think. Because they hyping up Anthony Edwards so much now. I think it's gonna be tough for him.
All right. Go ahead.
I think the whole Western Conference thing, the East looking mighty great value over there. I mean, I don't think anybody from the East could beat anybody from the West if they had to play. Right now in the series, the West is tough. for years to come. Like Memphis will be back soon. So
yeah, Kyrie. Randy said Kyrie seemed to be a changed man in Dallas. I didn't think he had it in him. I knew Kyrie. He was on this spiritual journey where he was just trying to find himself, and that's where he's at. He looked a lot more humble, a lot more dedicated. It seemed like he's really a family man. I think that's really honed him
but
in.
he's always been that. Let me say this, man. Media can paint a picture.
Thank you.
Like, dude, let me explain something to you. They were trying to make this man take the vaccine. The dude was being blamed for James Harden not ever wanting to be in practice or at games. You know, Kevin Durant not being accountable, not, it's like they were blaming Kyrie for everything. Kyrie has always been what you see right now. It's just the only difference is we're out of a COVID, we're out of a pandemic, and he ain't speaking as much. That's the only difference. He was fighting for his beliefs.
Right. Like I said, but this Kyrie, he seemed way more relaxed. And
because
like I said,
he always been like
that.
It
accommodates to him.
Yeah.
They're accommodating to him. He's comfortable. He's never been a bad guy, so I just don't.
Right? I don't think everybody thought Kyrie's a bad guy. They just thought that. I think that everybody thought his views was kind of crazy. I think there were people who were hawking on his views.
I think he just got a bad rap in the media.
Yeah. Right.
He's not that bad of a guy. And I think I don't know him personally, but
you hang out with Kyrie.
I've never heard anybody complain about being on his team. And like you said in the interview, I mean, he just learned to like not stop talking to the media as much.
And once Stephen A starts singing like a bird on you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like Stephen A is the biggest. They call him a coon. I don't believe you should call people coons. And Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is not the problem. It's Sambo if you do your history or your homework. But I feel like with Stephen A is an opportunist, man. He looks to anything to stay relevant. And when he got on Kyrie every day talking about Kyrie, media follows suit.
You got that right. So did y'all see who was at the Cavaliers game today?
Bron.
Really?
Yeah, LeBron said courtside
and
at the Cavaliers game, and his wife and his agent.
He's scouting the scene.
Hey, what do that mean anything? Is that writing in stone? Is that like a message to people?
Bron passive aggressive. Bron like to do little stuff like that.
Man, listen, amen. Hey, bro, listen, I just put it up there to the basketball guys, man. Send him home, man. Listen, go back home one more time, bro. Go back home, man. Give me my team back, bro.
Going to wherever give me back. But Bronny got exposed a little bit. I did not know Bronny was 6'1".
I didn't
know Bronny was 6'4".
Bro, I've been saying that for a couple of years now. It's disappointing that you can't. When you watch him play, he don't look big to me at all. I never saw 6'4". I'm trying to figure out.
I always thought he about 6'2". I thought he was like
6'3". I think
they be lying. Dustin, when they measure us, they had me like at 5'8", 5'9".
I thought you know what's crazy about that.
All right. See, look with the jokes.
What's his player comparison in the NBA? They have like player comparisons in the NBA. Who is Bronny's player comparison? Who would you compare him to?
Jose Calderon.
Jose Calderon. Keith Sweat. Nobody in the NBA play that way. Nobody in the NBA play.
I think he's not ready right now. I think he has an NBA type game. Like he plays defense. He's smart with the ball. He can shoot a little bit. I just don't think he's ready.
I thought about Scottie Pippen Jr., but Scottie Pippen Jr. is taller than him. I thought about Drew Holiday, but Drew Holiday's a better defensive player, but he's an undersized point. But Bronny's gonna have to play the point guard. Bronny's not an off guard. I just don't see him just lighting you up for 25. Like, I don't know what he is. It's a hard call for me.
Randy said, "Don't diss Jose. That's my guy."
Oh, he is.
Bro, he said Bronny is twice as good as LeVar Ball.
The closest thing Bronny would be to me, in my opinion, is Gary Payne Jr. That's who I can see.
I don't know.
Being athletic,
good comparison.
a little smaller,
Yep.
and just go out there and play defense. I can maybe see that. Because he got hot. Like he definitely got hot. Like he got bounce.
Hey, he might be Swiss Parker.
He got an NBA.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
That's going too far.
I mean, he's 6'1". Like I think he look like 6'1", over 200 pounds. So he got an NBA body right now.
But do you guys believe wholeheartedly? Just because I said this a few weeks ago about NBA players, I'm never gonna call a guy trash again. They would bust our asses on this panel if we had to play them one-on-one direct center, paint center, center. Okay, so they can hoop. Brian Scalabrine can play. LeBron James' son can hoop. The issue I have with it is, if I put him in Detroit without his daddy, he in the G League. You'll never hear from him again. So it's just like he got to go up under LeBron's umbrella to stay in the league, because if not, he can't be that much better than other guys that come in the league. Like, what's keeping Kenny Lofton Jr. out of the league? What's keeping other guys like that out of the league?
Nice. I don't know what's keeping him out of it. He nice.
Like you got guys stuck in the league.
But I mean,
about that.
If anything, I think Bronny should do like Seth Curry.
Yeah.
Transfer, go to a school, do your 4 years and develop, and then go to G League, kill in the G League, and then that'd be your gateway to get into the NBA. I think he should follow Seth Curry's.
I think Bronny can do what he wants to do in his heart. In about 2 months, NCAA college football can come out. He need to buy that game and go home and play it like he wants. He's a gamer. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Don't try to walk behind your daddy's footsteps. That's like Floyd Mayweather having a son and trying to come behind his daddy in boxing. It's not gonna happen, man. It's too.
He's an influencer. You're right. He's an influencer. I think he's more passionate about, content creating and graphics. Like he's a killer now. He's a killer Fortnite player. That's something that he is a gold in, is in Fortnite. So
yeah, I'm saying like live your life, bro.
That's what go. You want to be a professional gamer? Go do that. Randy asked. Oh, go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, Randy, he said you have a serious question here, and put Flowers back on the stream.
What the getting to?
Randy? Yeah, man, it's thundering outside my house. That's why I was looking to the side, because it's getting bad out there. Randy asked, can Bronny seriously ball in Europe? Do y'all think he can ball? I think he can.
I think so.
I think he can. Why just not stay in school and just develop yourself? I think
after 3-4 years he'll be NBA ready to me.
I think after 3-4 years he'll be ready to be a part of EA Sports. I mean, I really do feel like LeBron James this man. Let that kid be all world and Call of Duty, Fortnite. Let this man do his thug thizzle. He like gaming. Let him do that. I mean, that's what's gonna happen anyway.
Y'all need to go check out his highlights on the keyboard. And I'm like, okay, he do a little something.
He had like $5 million worth in NIL deals or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Right. He's not hurting for nothing, bro. I don't know. I told you, it's his dad idea. This whole concoction here, it's his dad's plan. It been set in motion.
Equivalent of what Dion is doing in Colorado. You're living vicariously through your kids, and you want to make it seem like you have their best interest. I'm not saying you don't love them. I'm not saying that, all that. All I'm saying is, what do your kids really want to do? Because if you look at it, Bronny has yet to say he wanted to play with LeBron.
I ain't heard nothing. Right, you would think Bronny would be excited, like, yeah, man, I'm ready to play with my dad, with make history and get the thing rolling. Something little, not even a tweet, right? Not even a tweet. So it's definitely a LeBron idea. So the lottery pick came out for the 2024 NBA draft. Hawks are number 1, Wizards are number 2, Rockets number 3, Spurs are number 4, Pistons are number 5.
That's crazy.
Hornets is 6, Trailblazers 7th, Spurs again at 8, Grizzly at 9, Jazz at 10, Bulls at 11, Thunder at 12, Kings at 13, Portland at 14. So
you know why the Hawks are number 1?
Why is that?
NBA showing their hand again. Trae Young's put up, and you're gonna have to replace that. In that mark, you got to replace a star with a star. They did it with Anthony Davis in New Orleans. They did it with Kyrie Irving. The NBA is full of shit, man. And that's why when people try to get on Michael Jordan not being a great owner, I had the worst record the whole time I was there, probably half of the time I was there, and I'm having to pick 4th and 5th in the round. So how I'm gonna get better?
You're right. They said this the 6th year straight the team with the worst record won't get the number 1 pick. Flowers, I'm about to ask you, do you have a problem with the NBA draft lottery? Has everything set up?
Yes, I have a problem with it because how can you expect for somebody like Detroit to have a legitimate chance to build a legitimate roster and come about the slums? Detroit has had probably the worst record in the last 6 years and hadn't got a number 1 pick. But I know they got Cade Cunningham, with a top 5 pick, and Duran. Those are some pretty good players, don't get me wrong. But just think about if they would have got Anthony Edwards or Victor Wembanyama or somebody like that, where it propelled them. What I don't get is why is the NBA depriving a basketball city like Detroit that's rich in history? And when the teams are good, Detroit supports their teams. So I don't understand why the NBA won't allow Detroit to prosper.
You see what Houston would have had Banchero and Cade on one team. They went by the record.
Right. And Wemby would have been in Detroit.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been. It's been a conspiracy about that. The league doing that draft stuff for a long time.
It's blatant now.
Randy said the draft lottery should be, I'll read this real quick. I'm gonna ask you, hold on. Randy said the draft lottery should be done live in front of us all. I agree. So Dustin, if NBA, do you agree how the NBA had the lottery set up? Of course, you got your guy, so you feel some type of way like I'm good. But I don't know about the rest of y'all. I bet you do.
I love it, man. Keep doing
So my question is, we see the NFL getting it right. The best player in college go to the worst team, and I think that's why the NFL have a quick turnaround with some franchises. Not talking about the Browns, even though they did have pretty good seasons here and there, but they just couldn't draft well. That was their problem. But you see, that's how you keep people interest, because the bad teams become good, the good teams still battling out to stay on top. That's how you create a competitive league, right? You just don't send the best player to the best market. That's not how you generate revenue. I say to make it come in regularly. You want to spread out the league, have stars all over the place. That way you have good competition. You don't want, we already know when every season starts in the NBA, how many we can pick out the teams like, yep, they going to the playoffs. They going to the playoffs. Any other sport, even baseball, you still have a hard time guessing like, okay, that guy, this team gonna be this team gonna be good, this team gonna be good. Why can't the NBA just drop the lottery, put the best players on the worst teams, and watch your league become leveled out and be more competitive? It's just that simple. The money would generate themselves. You know what I'm saying? With the players in the market, people gonna buy tickets. People gonna watch the games. Either way.
I'll tell you why. David Stern started this a long time ago. So Adam Silver has to keep this going, because historically this is what the NBA has always done. My issue with it is You're blatant. It's blatant. It's very obvious that you don't give a damn that we know now. Like LeBron being in Cleveland tonight, setting up some buffoonery because the Eastern Conference is really soft right now. Maybe he goes back to the East and said, "That's my way back to 5 or one more chance to get 6." The NBA is like the WWE. I think the WWE is more unpredictable. I mean, but you knew when Cody Rhodes came back to the WWE, he was eventually gonna win the belt, right? So if you watch wrestling, I've been probably watching it for about a year now, and I can kind of tell you what's gonna happen because it's like a storyline. You just follow it. And so with the NBA, they kind of they don't care that we know no more. Stop me. Like Dustin knew down there in the corner right there. He knew that Wimby was coming there. When Wimby was 5 years old, Wimby had jersey on. He knew. So it's like you gotta understand, man. This is starting to get out of hand because if I'm looking at Detroit, how do we get better? Because ain't nobody just flocking over there. How do they get better?
All I'm gonna say is when Detroit had the number 1 pick, they fumbled. And they fumbled horribly.
Who they picked?
Darko Milicic.
Yeah, Darko. Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, there's
on Melo.
But there's this thing out there where Sheed is talking about Darko being really, really good, and then Darko went to a team where really Melo or Darko don't fit on that team. Melo is not going to be on a defensive-minded team, and he just don't fit. Tayshaun Prince fit better with them. Darko was going to come off the bench. It was just a bad – Detroit being in that spot was bad because both guys are not a fit. Can you imagine Melo playing on a team where he got to play defense? He's an offensive-minded guy. Melo's never been a defensive-minded guy. So, and then Larry Brown struggled with stars.
They wouldn't have made him play defense, I don't think. I think they would have allowed Melo to be Melo if he would have went. I mean, because his scoring would have been undeniable. Melo would have had to be Melo.
But Larry Brown struggles with stars. He struggles with stars, man.
I just don't see how you could pass up on a freshman who won the NCAA championship his freshman year being the best player.
He would have came, respected those guys. Yeah, I think it would. I think it would have worked out.
Yeah,
good play. I mean, that time they did, Denver made it to the Western Conference Finals. Man, him and Kobe had some battles.
I think what I'm saying, Detroit was Memphis, grit, grind, overorganized offense. He want the ball to move. He don't never want the ball to stop. So it would have worked, but Melo would have been disgruntled like Iverson was in Philly. Like. This dude getting on my nerve. It took Iverson a long time to like Larry Brown because George called Larry Brown, UNC coaches, they, ain't no big eyes and little U's on the team. They don't see stars. It's all about the team. So
yeah,
it would have worked.
That's true. And also known said this year's draft looks trash. Might be the worst draft since 2000. I really don't see the appeal with the top 10 picks. This might be the draft where players later on in the draft might be decent. And Randy said load management is more of a reason why they should end the draft lottery. So I ain't thought about it like that. So y'all heard the buzz, right? We're gonna go over to a little bit of overtime. I think overtime is really our favorite segment. So, man, look, we got the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. We have the Soulja Boy and Metro Boomin beef. Now we have Shaq and Shannon going at it.
I don't know what that is.
So I have a clip what's all started this whole ruckus between Shaq and Shannon. I would never thought in 2024, I have a Shaq and Shannon beef out of all things. So let me play the clip that got it popping.
But Shaq see these guys winning these MVPs and a little envious because, and I don't care. Look, I understand that Shaq got 4 titles and he has 3 Finals MVPs, but Shaq know deep down we should be having a discussion for GOAT Shaq. Shaq name is never brought up in the discussion Now we bring his name up with big mans, with Will, Russell, and Kareem, and rightfully so. But we're never going to see another guy Shaq size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him.
Yeah.
And he robbed himself because he didn't take it serious enough. Did he take it serious? Not nearly as serious as he should have. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. Shaq should have 7 titles.
So that's 2 videos, but that's the main gist right there. So of course, they said Shaq responded like 10 or 15 minutes later or so. He said, "You took me sticking up for SGA I guess he said act of jealousy of Joker. He misspelled that. Act of jealousy of Joker shows how smart you are and how you saying anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did. I know what you did to get where you at." Oh, he said, "I know what you did to get where you at." Okay. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people in case you forgot. 4 rings, 3 MVPs, top 50, top 75. Google me. To be quite frank, all this new success you got, you still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but according I work less than you, but I'm worth more than you. Make it make sense. Love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this ish. Love always, the most dominant big man ever who took it serious. Remember, I don't know you. In the words of Skip Bayless, I'm better than you. G1 classification, I have it. You don't. Not in my profession. Your GOAT debate never wanted to be the GOAT. I wanted to be who you should greet me as the most dominant ever. So he said some more stuff and all that, but that's Shaq with his report. Oh, then I don't have the video, but he released a diss track on Shannon. So y'all. Dustin, do you agree with Shaq's response to Shannon? Or do you think Shannon took it too far, or you think Shaq took it too far?
I mean, I feel like this is stupid. I mean, for me, like I get what Shannon was saying, but I mean, I think Shaq was just sticking up for SGA in that situation. I mean, it's true what Shannon said. Shaq could have accomplished a lot more out of his career, but in rebuttal to Shaq, I mean, you ain't gotta. I mean, you still successful. I mean, of course, you're not as successful as you, and y'all not talking about y'all respective careers. So I don't get why you would go with Shannon in terms of like counting his money. I've never gotten that. And of course, Shaq is more popular. I mean, to me, that's not proving Shannon wrong. But I mean, this the only problem I had with Shannon. Shannon will have a rebuttal against anybody black, but he let Skip Bayless disrespect him on live TV and has never said anything negative about that man. Not even after he left, he's never said anything negative about Skip Bayless. And I have an issue with it. Like, he is all for confrontation against anybody black.
Yep.
He did not say anything against Skip Bayless. That's what I have a problem with Shannon.
Yep.
Okay. Flowers, man. So who's more in the wrong? Shannon Tate's or Shaq's rebuttal?
Shaq's rebuttal, in my opinion, because I've always hated Shaq when he does this. He does it on TV with Charles when somebody makes a valid point about something. G1 classification, all this nonsense. Look, we know who you are. We know you got championships, but I can't stand when people like that try to discredit people because they got a championship and somebody else doesn't.
Right.
If you want to be upset with what Shannon Sharpe said, that's fine, but we know who you are, Shaq.
Yep.
Like you don't have to reiterate the fact of the matter of what you. Shannon was giving his opinion. Just let him give it and be done. You're not helping the situation. I mean, you're sitting here saying this and that, but at the end of what you're saying you're too old for this shit. Well, act like you're too old for this shit and don't do it. Like,
Right. That's it.
I'm just saying, like, you're damn near 60. Like Dustin said, like, of course, your popularity is bigger than Shannon Sharpe. Your career was bigger than Shannon Sharpe. Shannon wasn't trying to make it about that, but that's Shaq's go-to when he gets upset. He wants to compare careers and money. And dude, we know you're successful. We know you have money, but what are you getting out of flaunting it around and throwing it around? But that's just me, you know. I really don't care for people. That's their go-to, trying to flaunt how much money they got, this and that, because at the end of the day, you can't take the shit with you. So that's fine and dandy that you were blessed to be 7'1", 300 pounds, and be a dominant force. Hell, if that was me, hell, I did the same thing too. But you know what? I wasn't blessed to live that life. So I say that to tell you to be humble.
Yep.
Be grateful, be thankful that you lived the life that you lived and you got what you have. You know, don't flaunt it in people's faces and don't try to reiterate, you know, this and that. I don't like that kind of stuff, but that's just me. I just feel like Shaq could be a bigger person, and like you say, if you want to defend yourself in saying you were sticking up for SGA, fine and cool, but you could have said what you said, been done.
Mhm.
You come with a damn disc record. Sit your old ass down somewhere, Shaq.
Yep.
I love you to death, but sit down.
I totally
Oh,
agree.
yeah. Go ahead, RC, man. Go ahead and take the.
I feel like with Shannon Sharpe, I agree with Dustin. Like, dude, you didn't handle nobody that don't look like you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, you bagged out. You haven't had anything to say about it afterward. I haven't thought about that, but that's us as a people. We're ready to kill each other. We're ready to go at one another. But if it's somebody else outside of that, we don't have the same energy. So I'm not surprised by that. But I until he said it, I'm like, damn, he right. With Shaq, this is my one issue with Shaq, and this is why Shaq is not in my top 10 greatest of all time. Everybody in my top 10 greatest of all time got the most out of their bodies, the most out of their sport, most out of their ability. You know, when you hear people talking about Randy Moss, when Randy Moss say he's better than Jerry Rice, the best wide receiver, man, you didn't bring it every play. It was too much individualism. Shaq is 50-something years old, responding like a teenager, a rap artist who's talking about how much money he got, how many women he being with. That is the most immature response to this. Learn how to agree to disagree. You do Charles Barkley like that. You say he's not a champion. You can't talk about championship. Well, you was blessed to be with the greatest coach that ever played, one of the greatest players to ever play. Then you played with another great player, Dwayne Wade, another great player, Steve Nash, another great player, LeBron James. You played with everybody. And you acting like you were the guy driving the you played with Penny Hardaway. My thing is those rings and all those accolades that you talk about. I mean, you only became Kobe's friend until it was before Kobe passed and y'all sat down and talked about it. But up until then, you did Kobe the same way. The same way. Like anytime somebody pushed back at Shaq, this is the response you're gonna get. You know, and when Kobe sat in front of you and you told Kobe, I ain't have to work hard because I had you. That is the highest level of disrespect. You don't have a competitive spirit. And all Shannon was saying was, you could be the greatest of all time because nobody in any sport with your athleticism and your size and your ability who could have did what you would have been able to do. And it's eating them alive, personally, publicly. You know, his marriage, with his kids, all that's bothering him. And he does this to people, man. And you want to talk about G class? I got some shit to say about you. It's more personal than that. You got big man, little man syndrome. It's something about you that ain't set right. Because every time somebody say anything, it could be Kenny Smith. He talked about Kenny Smith like a dog. I don't really truly feel like he's anybody's friend. Because no matter what we go through here on this panel, if you piss me off and I say exactly how I feel about you, I never really had anything for you. People like that, like, man, I can go on and on about Shaquille O'Neal, but you know, he tries to use being blunt as an excuse to be rude. Now I can't dig it. But he said, "Can you dig it?" Hell no.
No. I actually have no problem with Shannon Sharpe said he was just stating his opinion. I mean, are we not allowed to do that? We allowed to say our opinions, and he just felt like he take jabs at the big men all the time. He took jabs at Jokic, and that's why Shannon's like it might be a little bit of jealousy in there because Jokic is doing everything that he could have been doing. He win all these rings.
You remember when he told Spider he ain't good enough?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't good enough, Spider. You ain't good enough. You got more work.
That's
it's like I'm trying.
Spider, what did Spider do? Spider just like, okay, man, okay, I prove it. I mean, so why can't
Shaq? Who is Shaq?
But I'm saying he took it as like a motivation. You take anything as motivation.
He told Jokic when he was talking to him that SGA deserved the award over him.
Yeah, that's disrespectful, man.
That's just disrespectful.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. So that's why Shannon said it might be a little jealousy because he see Jokic, he's in shape out of shape. I can't tell, but he's getting it done with
out of his body.
Yes, exactly. And to be honest, I was okay with Shannon's response. I mean, not Shannon, Shaq's response until he went on his money top in his possession. Like he should have just said, "That's your opinion. I disagree, but okay." He could have left it at that, but he got Shaq. It's like it's nothing to talk about. Yes, he only do that because of how big he is. He think he can bully everybody around. That's why he do Shaq. That's why he do Barkley like that. And he talking about how old he is, but he still haven't grown up all the years. Even he came out and said that he was lazy. That he didn't take things seriously. That he didn't take his diet seriously.
Eating hamburgers in the summer. Listen, man.
So we just come on.
If Shaq was the same height as Charles Barkley, 6'4", Shaq wouldn't be in the NBA. Charles Barkley is one of the most, outside of Michael Jordan, at the time that they were playing, wasn't nobody better than Charles Barkley. He could do everything. Now, if me and Dustin were arguing about Charles Barkley and we was arguing about Blake Griffin, then Dustin would say, okay, all right, I'm with you with Charles. Charles Barkley could do everything with a basketball. And you look down the line on that table, that long-ass table, and you tell this man repeatedly, because he don't have a championship and he lost to Michael Jordan. Yep. He lost to Michael Jordan. Dude, you lost to Michael Jordan who came back from playing baseball. Like, come on, man. Barkley lost to Michael Jordan in his prime.
Give Barkley a Kobe or somebody like that caliber on his team and see how many rings he get. I mean, just come on.
Kobe won a championship with Shaggy Duke. That's why I call Paul Gasol. He was scared of the shadow.
He called Shaggy.
Josh, I'm talking about, man, y'all gotta understand. Shaq always been with players, another dominant player. Yeah. Okay, so he can go somewhere and lay down with that shit, man. I mean, he want to make everybody feel like he just. And you look at those highlights, that's taking that elbow, putting it in people's throat.
And then right in their face. And that's why I don't understand, man. Like I said, Shannon, he have his own problems, but I feel like Shannon was not out of line. It's just like we get on here and I give my take on Brock Purdy. I give my take on Jared Goff. Or I take shots at Kurt or whoever. It don't mean that I really think those guys.
It's comparable when you making fun of short quarterbacks and short people while being 5'7". I don't understand.
Because I live that life. So I know what it takes. But let's get to the chat. Most unknown said nobody says nothing negative about Skip because he put a lot of people, including SAS. Apparently Skip is well liked and respected our train. I didn't say that about Skip. I think he put on an act. I feel like that's a I feel like that's a character. I don't think that's really
put on people, but everything he put on was for his benefit. If he wanted to put Stephen A, first take win the business big. If he wanted to put, as we see with Undisputed, if he wanted to put Shannon on Undisputed, when man, you see how like the ratings on Undisputed have like plummeted when Shannon left. So I mean, he has some personal gain in there too. But either way, like what he did to Shannon was just straight disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Right? I think he took it too far on that. But I'm saying off screen, you hardly hear anybody say anything bad. I feel like in the media's point, I feel like there's a lot of guys. I feel like there's a lot of guys that are cutthroat in that industry, especially in the media. It's all for one. It's not about everybody else. It's always about themselves.
I want to make this
like, you know what, Skip Bayless and that whole it sounds like Master let me work in the house.
So what about Stephen A? So what you call Stephen A though? He's doing the same. He doing the same thing.
But listen, racism doesn't have to always be white and black. Like racism don't always have to be white and black. That's what America tells us, that it has to be that color versus this color. It's a treatment of another person, a disrespect of another person, or a lack thereof respect. And it's like how he sat across the table and he attacked who was supposed to be his friend. It was done out of malice. Like you don't even know Brady like that to go after a guy that's supposed to be your homeboy. But I think with Stephen A and Skip, you're like, they salvage, or they're like a lifeline for guys whose careers have ended in sports, and they give them an opportunity to make, continue their careers and stuff like that. And so them guys feel indebted. But in closing, I feel like there's never a good enough excuse for me to disrespect you behind nothing if we say we cool or not cool. It's just not cool, man, how he handled it. And Shannon don't have that. He wanted to whoop Mike Epps.
Shannon did.
Oh, really? I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, you remember when Mike Epps was on stage?
When I see I'm gonna see if you gonna have
he wanted to pull up on Mike Epps.
I didn't see that. I probably don't recall. I had to go look it up.
Yeah, I mean, it was before the All-Star weekend.
I really feel like a lot of these guys in the media that have these shows are like WWE characters. That's how I picture those, because they got to sell, they got to bring in views. So you got to say that most outlandish stuff. You got to act a certain way. So I feel like most of you guys are putting on front. Shaq, most of them say Shaq really didn't have to say that in front of Joker, but as usual, if someone say no disrespect, more than likely it's about to be some disrespectful stuff that come out your mouth. Yep, right. You got that right. You ain't lying.
But I don't think you should have won the MVP.
Come on, man.
I would took the headset off like just
I don't care. I don't care
about Joker. Joker has gotten the most out of that unathletic body.
True.
I got more respect for the guy who rolls up out of the bed every morning and plays that sport like it's every day's gonna be his last day. The guy that just relies on his natural ability, I'll just figure it out along the way. That's what Shaq was doing. I got more respect for Iverson than I do Shaq. Because I knew Iverson was going to give it everything he had, man. Like,
had to. If Shaq shot 70% from the free throw line, he probably be the all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, but not only that, there were moments in the game he talks about Rudy Gobert as if he wasn't Rudy Gobert. You didn't finish games. You didn't finish games, bro.
What Shaq say? What he say? I make them when it count.
Right. You got that right. That's crazy. All right, man. We about to come to a close, but I'm about to show y'all the highlight of the day. It's a funny clip. I think y'all like it.
Tyson, watch me beat Peter McNeely on Comcast Cablevision. Comcast Cable. Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Watch me fight Peter McNeely on Cox Cable. Cox or Cox? Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Watch me beat Peter McNeely on Samsonite Cable.
No, Salmon.
Oh man, that shit is so funny to me, man. Mike Tyson is so funny, bro. Please don't take a fall against this dude, man.
Yeah, when's that fight, guys? When is it?
Next month, I want to say.
Please, man, Mike Tyson, please don't do what I think you put to do, man.
Not for the money, bro. He said, Jay Paul said he said Mike Tyson Iron Mike, and then he's titanium or something like that.
There's Mike.
Knock
There's
him
Mike.
out.
Hey,
Knock him out.
There's Mike. How you feel? I feel explosive. I feel explosive. You know what's crazy about this man? What sense do it make? What point besides money? What's the reasoning behind fighting Jake Paul? Like
Money.
The money's
I mean,
crazy.
A lot
All
of
his
money.
fights
He
is
get good money. I mean, his podcast is decently popular. Like I don't
Endorsement.
know what he's for. Yeah.
Yeah, think about the Paul brothers. You got one boxing, you got one with the prime drink. He in WWE now.
bro, listen. The one that got the prime drink, is uber talented.
Who that Logan? Yeah.
He's uber talented. I didn't think he could do all the stuff he's doing.
Real good job in WWE. He doing
Yeah, I saw a highlight of him jumping in the air and colliding with a guy. I'm like, this dude. So I have a lot of respect for them. They work themselves into what they are. I just don't understand the angle Mike Tyson is taking and all this. I know, this is sad to see your heroes doing stuff for money. It really does, like a circle.
He's probably building the legacy for when he leaves here. Because I remember not so long ago he was saying he didn't think he had much more time, and I'm not wishing this into fruition for him. Yeah. But that came out his mouth. He was saying he felt like he didn't, have a long time left on this earth. So maybe maybe he's just trying to.
Mike Tyson is on. He's taking performance enhancing drugs. You can look at his body, man, and tell like it was a quick turnaround. Them guys is taking stuff. It's not
Jake Paul taking some.
Yeah, they both are.
You seeing how fast the LeBron accusation got swept underneath the rug when everybody putting it out there. Now nobody ain't talking about it. That went away quick.
And talked about in the media.
Listen, LeBron's gonna retire and it's gonna come out. Because it ain't just LeBron James, Tom Brady, all them guys, man. It ain't got Father Time is undefeated, and it's things that they're doing to get to the finish line. LeBron's past the finish line. Finish line way back there. Dude, past the finish line. Like he's taking that performance enhancement drugs.
All right. Well, guys, we have some new merch on our store. We have the VOL NWO Clash. Y'all can check that out on our website. And we have the Wolfpack t-shirt, NWO. See, I'm more of a Wolfpack guy with Kevin Nash when they formed the Wolfpack with Kevin Nash, Steen, and all them guys.
Conan, all them cats.
Yeah, Conan. What was the other? Was it Razor and Ramon? Didn't he join them later on?
Yeah,
I want to say. Yeah, he joined Kevin Nash later on, and we have another new shirt up. We support women's sports T-shirt.
I'm getting one of those.
Y'all cop those. Wear it to the your daughter's sporting events. Show them love. And we also have them in different colors. We have them in the white lettering, as y'all see, and we also have in the black lettering. So y'all can cop those over at the website. I will drop the website in the chat. Let me see, can I pull it up real quick? Yes, it's at Printify. Is at volsportscast.printify.me/products. So I'm gonna drop this in the chat for y'all. And I finally did it. Finally put it together for everybody. We have our new They Hate Greatness t-shirt, players tee. Actually, this is the original They Hate Greatness t-shirt. T Wright is the man behind this. He's always say they hate greatness because I talk about Tom Brady or talk about some other players that I just didn't like. So he like, bro, you just hate greatness. So T Wright came up with that. I'm gonna get to the chat real quick. So we released this new t-shirt over the weekend. I put it on the website yesterday. Caitlin Clark, she's the first person to get this tee. They Hate Greatness, Caitlin Clark tee. So we're gonna come out with different players. So we're gonna, and this shirt is up on our merch site now. So cop it while you can. Most Unknown said WNBA starting tomorrow. This is the first time where I actually decided for the season I'm gonna be rooting for the Chicago Sky.
Go Fever.
But those are got hurt.
Yeah, she got
I
hurt.
don't know.
Here,
I'll be rooting for the Sparks. You know, since I'm a Laker, I'm slowly going back to the Lakers. I know LeBron probably be out here soon.
Yeah, I'm going for the few.
All right, and we are brought to you by Bet Us. We got your game. WNBA starting tomorrow. Okay. Oh, time to win some money, guys. Baseball going on. NBA playoffs. So get hockey. I forgot about hockey. Playoff hockey going on right now. I think Dallas Stars and the Avalanche are playing right now. Right. So y'all need to use Bet Us and place your bets. And one more thing, guys. I finally got the link. We are in a competition in the Pine Belt. We're trying to win the best podcast in Harrisburg, actually, / Mississippi area. So y'all can go to this link. It's in the chat. Click on the link, and it'll take you to the site to vote for us. We try and win the best of the Pine Belt podcast in the podcast category. Go to Lifestyle, and you just scroll down. You should see podcasts. So vote for us there. You can vote every day. Help us win that award.
If we win, we're going to the show, man. We're going to bombard the show.
Yeah. So how it works that at the end of May, they choose, I think, the top 3 or top 5 participants from that category. Then they have another voting session all the way to July, I think. So, and if we win, we get invited to the ceremony and everything, get awards. So, all right, I'm already writing my speech. I might let RC give the speech.
No, I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna let you I want to give thanks to all the guys that come through and do what they do. I mean, I think we can win it. Got a shot.
I do too. Yeah, I got Randy. I got you in my speech already. Got your name in there, so I'm getting it ready. So keep voting for us every day, guys. We really appreciate the support and everything. We probably won't be back this week. My son actually have an interview on the Slide podcast with Coach AP. Shout out to Coach AP in the Slide. He going on there because he played baseball. My youngest son. So we're going to be on his podcast Thursday. So check us out over on the Slide. And anything else, guys, before we get out of here?
That's it.
Sure.
Man, great show. Love it. Love when we can come on here and talk sports and have a good time. I love the people in the chat talking to us. If y'all ever want to just chat it up or come on the show, man, we let y'all come on here and ask us questions live. You can do that. We actually got a segment called Fan Posts where you can come on here and ask us questions or send them in. So we appreciate the support and love. Once again, we are out of here.
Hey.
All right, y'all.
Take it easy.
Yeah, it's keys. Yeah, man, every time I turn around, they always worried about what I'm doing. Facts. Why is that? Cause I'm blessed. I want the ball in my hand. I want to run at the score. I want to take the last shot. We winning or not? We winning or not? We winning or not? I want the ball in my hand. I want to run at the score. I want to take the last shot. We winning or not? 4 quarters, you feel me? Either play hard or go